Hey, hey, what's happening, my joyful people? We are back at it again, right? Like today is Friday, and I'm here once again for Share the Joy. I am so excited that you guys jump in with me every week. I appreciate you guys sharing the information out to your friends and your family and all of that kind of good stuff. Hey, Derek Johnson, nice to see you today. I'm glad you are on watching. So we're going to talk a little bit about fasting today, not just intermittent fasting, but just fasting in general. And I want to let you guys know that I'm going to do on Thursday evening a live call where you guys can actually call in to a Zoom number that I will post. It'll be open to the first 50 people. There will be a slide presentation and you guys can answer and ask questions live. We can talk like we're having a real conversation, not just through questions on Facebook, but you get a chance to have a convo with me, and we're going to really break down this whole fasting thing. But today, I just kind of want to go over some of the different types of fasts that you can do, and we'll go over this in more detail when we talk on Thursday. And it will be recorded, so, you know, guys, I'll upload it to YouTube so you can get it if you can't make it at 9 o'clock on Thursday, this coming Thursday, to do the whole presentation. So, types of fasting. Everybody's talking about intermittent fasting and what is it and is it beneficial and all of that kind of stuff. It is beneficial, very, very beneficial for the body. I mean, in most religious practices talk about fasting, and there's a reason for it. And we're going to talk about that more on Thursday, but what it's doing physically to our bodies. So a lot of times we hear stuff and we're like, you know, I'm not going to necessarily obey or whatever. And you're like, yeah, fasting was for people back in the day. No, it really is something that is necessary for our bodies, and there's something that it does. And we'll talk more about that. But let's go over the first one. First one I want to talk about is intermittent fasting. And that is basically where you're fasting for a range of 14 to 18 hours, and then you eat the others. So that's like going into, like, say, from 8 o'clock p.m., and then you don't eat until 12 o'clock p.m. the next day. So you have 8 hours that you eat and like 16 hours that you fast, somewhere between 14 and 18 hours. And you do that on a regular cycle. All right, then there's time-restricted fasting, kind of the same thing, but it's just had different ways in which people say it. But that's basically that you abstain from food anywhere from from 12 to 16 hours. And so a lot of people will do that. I mean, they'll stop eating at 8 o'clock at night and they don't eat till 8 o'clock in the morning. That is a type of fast. Remember, breakfast is breaking the fast, okay? You have 16-8, which is what we kind of talked about with intermittent fasting, but it's very specific in that you eat for 8 hours a day and you fast for 16. Now, a lot of people say to me, oh, Kimberly, okay, well, does that mean that I can eat anything? Well, no, don't eat 3 bags of Doritos in that time frame. You still want to eat healthy, but you don't really have to do as much like calorie counting and macros and all of that kind of stuff, because your body goes into something what we call autophagy, and we'll talk about that on Thursday. I ain't going into all the details tonight, but we'll break all of that down so that you understand all these terms and what it's doing to the body. All right, so that's another type of fasting. Then you have alternate day fasting, which is where you may fast on a Monday, you don't fast on Tuesday, you fast on a Wednesday, you don't fast, so it goes back and forth, all right? So that's how, hey, Jubilee, it's good to see you, girlfriend. And hey, Tiffany, nice to see you too. So just know that that is alternate day fasting, where you go back and forth. And what you want to make sure you're doing is that 25% of your normal caloric intake is what you're taking in on those fasted days, because it doesn't have to be a complete fast, but like you're cutting it down. So then you have the 5-2. That's where people who like to maybe do 2 days in a row of fasting, and I'm one of those individuals. I like to go about 2 days when I fast, and that is basically where you eat for 5 days as normal, and then maybe you pick 2 days of the week that you don't. So I do not suggest the weekend, because if you're not busy, it's going to be really hard sometimes to fast. So, you know, maybe fasting on a Monday, Tuesday, because life is like moving like this, and you're like, you know what, food's even getting in the way, and it gives you a chance to kind of press into the week and hear from God and all that kind of good stuff. That's something that you can do, but that's the 5-2 fast. And then you have the warrior diet, which is more of where you eat fruits and vegetables, things like that. And then you may have a bigger meal either for breakfast, and then you like finish the day with fruits and vegetables, or you do fruits and vegetables in the morning and you finish the day with a bigger meal. That's the warrior fast. And then the Daniel fast, a lot of times we know, and everybody seems to be doing that right now, right? Is that you're dealing basically with fruits and vegetables. You're using nuts, you're taking meat products out. It's more of a vegan fast, okay? So just know that you want to make sure that you're kind of staying away from the grains. It's more sprouted grains, things like that. So that's pretty much the Daniel fast. So I wanted to give you some of the terminology that you hear out here when people say fasting. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're completely fasting from all food, all water, all of that. That can be that's a complete total fast. You can do partial fasts. There's so much out there, but what I really want to do is I want to break down for you guys, and I don't have enough time here on a Friday where I'm doing Share the Joy, which is a snippet. I wanted to sit down and actually do a full class with you guys. So for those who are interested, on Thursday, it's free, Free, free. I'm doing a class at 9:00. It is a Zoom conference. Check out the marketing for it. I'll make sure that I put the link also in here. Pamela Poole says, I like the Warrior Fast, may give it a go. Yay, awesome. I'm glad I introduced something to you and you said that you might want to do that. So great. I'm glad, Derek, that you're available. I look forward to having you on the call. And like I said, we can actually have a conversation and not just me talking at you as you guys type things in. So, but I'm going to talk the science of it too. So you guys are going to get to understand what's happening to your brain. You're going to get a chance to see what's happening to your cells. You're going to understand that big word autophagy that everybody talks about. There are things that we're going to really break down. And guys, I like to make things simple and analogies that you guys can really apply to your life. So tell all your friends and family to jump on the call, and guess what? It is going to be only 50 seats. That's all I got. So meaning 50 people can call in. So the first 50 are the ones that get into the call. It's going to be at 9:00 on Thursday, and we are going to talk all things fasting and what it does to the body and how it's beneficial to you. So I hope that you enjoyed learning about some of the different fasting things that we're going to do. We're going to talk about, like I said, all the benefits later. Please, please, please share the joy. Like, hit the share button. Tell someone about this. Let them know about the call. Also remember that my book, Share the Joy, 52 Weeks to Abundant Health, is going on. Grab the book and then join the free online support. I kind of hop in and talk to people. This week is all about drinking let me grab it, our water. So make sure you're getting in that amount of water. So that's what the first week is all about. Thank you very much, Derek. I appreciate it. And 50 seats, 9 p.m. on Thursday. Yes, Pamela, you got it. That is exactly it. I love seeing the delay. So excited. I'm excited too. So guys, just know that I really do appreciate you guys always supporting Share the Joy. Here's what someone said. It says, will you post link to Thursday on your Facebook page? Yes, I will. I will post the link on my Facebook page, and it'll also be on my business page. So you guys can share that as well, because there's information sometimes I put on my business page that I don't put on my personal page. All right. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. Remember to share the joy of your life with others, the things that you are passionate about, and share the joy of this video, and do all things with joy. Peace and blessings. And I will see you guys on Thursday. All right. Bye.